So it looks like Jay Norvell has spoken about the Colorado versus Colorado State matchup. As you guys know, this is some bad blood between these two. I don't care how friendly this press conference is. These two do not like each other. We're going to talk about this interview and what Jay Norvell spoke about in this press conference. So let's get to it.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other every city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I.
So once again, as I said before, Jay Norvell has spoken in regards to the Colorado versus Colorado State rivalry football game. I'll admit this. He sounds like a very different Jay Norvell from last year as far as his respect to Coach Prime Colorado Buffaloes. I'm going to play the clip and let you guys hear it, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts after.
Said before the game and after last year's game, does that carry over at all into
It's a very different year. I mean, it's a very different year, and you know, the circumstances are completely different. You know, I will say this, this is an emotional game. It has been for well before I ever came to CSU and well before this season. And there's been a lot of bad blood, I mean, over the years in this game. But, you know, rivalries are what make college football special. And really, it's insignificant. You know, the things that happen that surround the game really don't affect the game. It's what happens on the field that matters, and so that's all we're focused on. I'm glad Travis is healthy. You know, after last year. You know, him and Henry had an exchange after the game. They're kids. These are college kids that are in college to play football, and there's no ill feelings or bad blood in any of that. So, we're going to keep our focus on playing the game, and we're excited to play the game here, and it should be a great game.
You've been in so many of these games. There's a tricky balance, as you mentioned, between the emotions and the rivalries and what that means. Do you hope that the fans keep safety and decorum in mind while also enjoying that, because there's so much of it? And again, you played coach so many big games.
Yeah.
There's a tipping point where you want to keep it all.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rivalry games, and I just hear stories of some of the old, Rocky Mountain showdowns in Denver and Mile High and tear gas and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we don't really need that. I mean, it's a college football game. Everybody should have fun. You know, fans yell at the other team. That's part of it. There's probably going to be some ill words said. That's part of it. But as far as physical harm or violence, we don't want anybody to get hurt. It's a football game, and all that other stuff is just part of the game. You know, all the words that are said, and I'm sure there'll be some of that. And so, and I'd probably be disappointed if there wasn't, to be honest with you. So, but that's part of the game, and when we go on the road, we have to deal with it. And, we get 7 home games this year, and we want it to be a tough environment. So, and I thought it was a great environment last week, and I expect it to be even better this week.
So you guys heard it right there, Jay Norvell speaking about the Colorado State-Colorado matchup. And I'll admit this, I absolutely thought he was going to pretty much do some more talking, because it just seems like that's the type of personality he has that he had last year. But it seems like he's a more respectful type of coach going into this matchup rather than how he was last year. As you guys know, he was talking about Coach Prime with the shades, and Coach Prime, doing certain things that, he wasn't raised to do and stuff like that. So I immediately thought he was going to definitely raise this type of tension up between these two teams, but he seemed to be more relaxed and more just in chill mode, which kind kind of like surprised me a little bit from him, of all coaches that we have on our schedule when we start speaking about games. So I actually respect it, though, because we all know about the bad blood between these two football teams, and we do know about the Henry Blackburn hit to Travis Hunter, and we know about all those things. And so to keep everything between the lines is much respected, coming from a former player myself, and that's all we want. We want these guys to play hard, but at the same time not injure each other intentionally, you know what I'm saying? So I absolutely love this interview from Jay Norvell. Just wanted to let you guys hear it. You guys can definitely chime in, give me your thoughts as far as this interview and what you expect in this football game. Colorado better come with it, because Colorado State didn't lay over last year. Colorado State took us to 2 overtimes. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but this wasn't no cake over. You know what I'm saying? If we play like we played North Dakota State and Nebraska, we will lose this third game. I'm just keeping it a buck. We must play 4 quarters, not 1 half, not in the second half and then second half football against Colorado State, because just because Jay Norvell is taking it easy don't mean this football team is not going to come out swinging. Believe that 100%. I expect Colorado to come out swinging, come out to shut up Paul Feinbaum, all of these reporters. Only way you're going to shut them up is to win football games. That is the absolutely only way. You can't respond with words. You have to respond with the final score. Drop in the comments and let me know how you guys feel. And if you guys like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Peace.